Hello guys, in this video I want to show about the trigonometric function. Okay, this section describes the graph of trigonometric function. Sine function of the form y is equal to sine of theta. Okay, now let us see a question. Okay, to plot sine of the sine graph. Y is equal to f of theta is equal to sine theta. 0 is less than theta, theta is less than 360 degree. Use your calculator to complete the following table. Okay, you know what I'm tutor you is that like a classroom, okay, like textbook, but this material is different from your textbook, but it is generally based, knowledge based material. So now let us write angle theta from 0 to 160 degree, and let us calculate sin theta by our calculators. You can use your calculator to calculate this one, and you will get this value. Now plot the points and join with a smooth curve. Now plot these points from 0 to 360 degree and plot this graph. You'll get such type of graph when you get the coordinate of each point. For example, 0 with 180, 0 with 0, 360 with 0, and other value. Okay, so the maximum value here is 1. No value greater than 1 here. The minimum value is -1. So from -1 to 1. So sine curve has a maximum 1 and minimum -1. Notice the wave shape of the graph. Mostly this type of shape is a wave shape. Sine graph is known as a wave shaped graph. Each complete wave takes 360 degrees to complete. Now to complete the waveform, sine from 0 to 300, it completes from the starting 0 and end here 0. Okay, to get a complement. After that, it will repeat the same type of this shape will be repeated. If you increase the degree, you will get that after 720 you will get completely such type of graph. Okay, so it is a periodic graph. It repeats itself. This is called a period. The height of the wave above and below the x-axis is called the graph of amplitudes. Okay, the amplitude of the graph is from this one, from 90 degree position. Here is maximum length. From this one, from the maximum value. For y is equal to sine theta, here the maximum value is 1 and the minimum value is -1. Okay, what is the range of the sine y is equal to sine theta? The range is from -1 to 1, because the minimum -1 to 1. X-intercept. The x-intercept, where is the x-intercept? The x-intercept is here 0, 0, 0 and 180 and 0 and 360. Here 0 and 0, 180 and 0, 360 and 0. The first value is the x value, the degree, and the maximum value is y value, which is 0 at this point, at the x-intercept. At x-intercept means the y value is 0. Y-intercept, here y-intercept means when x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to the value of y is 0. So the maximum turning point is 90 degree, 1. Minimum turning point 270 degree, -1. Okay, and the minimum turning point, 270. Okay, maximum is 1. At 90 degree, the maximum value, the minimum value at 200 70 degrees. The maximum value is at 90 degrees, the minimum value is at 270 degree. Okay, notice that the wave shape of the graph, each complete wave takes 360 degrees to complete. This is called period. Okay, as I have said, it is a period. So in general, y is equal to sin theta has such type of graph. It starts from 0 and in this 360, and after that it's simply adding degree will show you this type of graph repeatedly up to infinity as you increase the degree up to infinity. Okay, and we have seen that the maximum is 1, the minimum is -1. The maximum occur at 90 degree and the minimum occur at 270 degree, and 0 value at 0, 180 and 360 degree. It is a very important, even if it is elementary level. Let us improve the general form of the function. The previous one is a very simplest form of trigonometric function, but here it is a general form of trigonometric function. Y is equal to a times sin theta plus q. In the previous, a sin theta, no, a is what? 1, q is 0, so we don't have q at the first, 0, no effect, and a 1, but here a is different from 1, we can assume, and q is different from 1, so the general form is y is equal to a sin theta plus q. Investigate the effect of a and q on the graph. Okay, we have seen that it is a waveform like this one. Okay, so it moves like this one. Okay, like this one. Yeah. What is the effect of a and q? What happens when a is larger or smaller? Okay, in the equation y is equal to a sin theta plus q, and q are constant and have different effect on the graph. On the same set of axes, plot the following graph for 0 is less than or equal to theta, theta is less than or equal to 360 degree. This is to show and simplify the matters, but we can increase the degree actually. Now we can see different effects of varying q and varying a. Okay, for example, if you take here, a value is 1, 1, 1, but q value is -1, -1, here is 0, +1, +2. So what is the effect of q on this graph? Use your result to deduce the effect of q. Use your results to deduce the effect of q. Use your results to deduce the effect of q. To deduce the effect of u, okay, we can use this graph. On the same set of axes, plot the following graph. 0 is less than equal to theta, theta is less than equal to 300 degree, and now here q is 0, but a value is -2, 1, -1, 1, 2. Use your result to deduce the effect of a. Now it's expected to do by yourself actually. The effect of q. The effect of q is called vertical shift because the whole sine graph shift up and down by q unit. For q greater than 0, the graph is shift vertically upward by q unit. For q is less than 0, the graph shift vertically downward by q unit. The effect of a. The value of a affects the amplitude of the graph, the height of the peak, and the depth of the trough. Okay, for a greater than 0, there is a vertical stretching of the amplitude increase. For 0 is less than a less than 1, the amplitude decrease. For a less than 0, there is reflection about the x-axis. For -1 is less than 1, less than a less than 0, there is reflection about the x-axis and the amplitude decrease. For a less than -1, there is a reflection about the x-axis and the amplitude increase. Okay, note the amplitude is always positive because we measure the magnitude. Okay, when you say amplitude, it is the magnitude. The effect, look at this one. The effect of a. For a is equals to 1, this black line, okay, here. For a greater than 1, it is a red line. When it is stretched, the graph stretch, it is 1. When, okay, 0 is less than a is less than 1, it's what? Decrease its amplitude. So this will be like this one again, waveform, and this one. Okay, so it affects different amplitude. You can get different amplitude for different value of a in general. The effect of q. For q is greater than 0, the vertical shift upward by q unit. Now, for example, if q is equal to 0, it oscillates on the x-axis. But when q is greater than 0, the whole graph will shift up here, like, when q is less than 0, it shifts down. Okay, the domain and the range. For f of theta is equal to a sin theta plus q, the domain is 0 to 360 degree. The range f of theta, a sin theta plus q, depends on the value of a and q. For a greater than 0, okay, here what is the range? Here is what? -1 is less than sin theta. Sin theta is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, -1 is less than a sin theta. Sin theta is equal to a. For minus a plus q less than a sin theta plus q minus a plus q. Minus a plus q less than f of theta less than or equal to a plus q. Okay, yeah, the first is the simply sin theta without a. For that we know from -1 to 1. But when you multiply both sides by a, you will get minus a sin theta minus a. When you add both sides by q, minus a plus q, a sin theta plus q less than or equal to a plus q. Okay, so this means a sin theta plus q is f of theta. So minus a plus q less than or equal to f of theta less than or equal to a plus q. Okay, for all value of theta, f of t is always p2 minus a plus q and a plus q. Therefore, for a greater than, the range of f of a sin theta plus q is f of theta says that f of theta is the element of minus a plus q, a plus q. For a less than 0, the range of f of theta a sin theta plus q is f of theta is the element a plus q, okay, minus a plus q. Period. The period of y is equal to a sin theta plus q is 360 degree. This means that the one sine wave is complete in 360 degree intercepts. The y-intercept of theta a sin theta plus q simply the value of f of theta at 0 degree, and y is equal to f of 0 degree a sin theta 0 degree plus q, and a is equal to 0 plus q, and y is equal to q. This gives a point 0 and q. Important when sketching trigonometric graph, always start with the basic graph, then consider the effect of a and q. Okay, question: sketch the graph f of theta is equal to 2 sin theta plus 3 for 0 is less than 0 degrees 360 degree. Okay, you can do this one by substituting this value. You'll get this value and draw. You know, the maximum here is 5. The maximum value at 90 degrees is 5. The minimum value 270 degree. Where is the minimum? 3 5. No, okay, because shift up here, the minimum value is, I think it's 1. No values, so between 1 and 5. X-intercept 0 and 3. Maximum point is 90 degree 5. The minimum values 271. Okay, and this is about the sine function and the general form of sine function. In the next time I will see about the cosine function and tan theta. Okay, now in general we have said, okay, that the period of the function is 360 degrees. The maximum value is at y at 90 degree and the minimum value is at 270 degree, and the graph repeats itself. Okay, if you like this video, please click like and subscribe, and I will continue my tutorials in the next video in trigonometric part 2. This is trigonometric part 1. Thank you for your attention. We'll join in the next video. See you.